Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Steven. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can customize your Divi Cart page. This is what your Divi Cart page will normally look like by default, and you can see that this is really basic and really boring. We're going to transform this page from something like this to something like this. So if you're interested to see how we created this cart page, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and do so. Let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. The first thing you need to do is to log into your WordPress website. If you are watching this video, I already assume that you already have a Divi website. Now you are looking for a way to customize your cart page. So if you are looking to customize your shop page instead, I do have another video on that. You can go ahead and check this video out. This is the shop page that we customized in the video. I will leave the video in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with your cart page. So once you're on your dashboard, you can go ahead and scroll down all the way to Divi over here and then click on Theme Builder. So we're going to be creating this shop page inside the Theme Builder. Inside here, you can see all the templates that I've created already inside my Theme Builder. If you don't have any template yet, that's fine. You're going to see this button right here that will allow you to add a new template. So from here, all we need to do is to go ahead and click on Add a New Template, and then we are going to select what we are creating the template for. So in this case, we are creating the template for the cart page. Go ahead and select the cart page and then click on Create Template. So now that we have a template for our cart page, we can go ahead and add a custom body for that template. So from here, you can copy a template from your other pages or you can add from the library. But in this case, we want to create a custom body. So go ahead and click on that. So from here, if you hover your mouse over here, you can see that we already have a section created for us. Go ahead and click on the setting icon for the section, and then we can give the section a background color or a background image. In this case, over here we have a background image, so we can go ahead and do the same. So let's go ahead and give this section a background image. So we select the background image option here. Go ahead and select your background image. If you don't have the image yet, you can go ahead and grab it and drop it right here. But in this case, I have some images here, so I'll go to my library and grab this image and then click on upload. So from here, you want to make sure that the image background is on cover, and then the background position, you can go ahead and choose the position that works best for you. And then the background image repeat, make sure that is on no repeat. And then the background image blend, we're going to change this to overlay. So once you change this to overlay, come back here and go to the background color tab and then select the background color overlay. So let's go ahead and select this black color right here. And I click on the color, and then we're going to use this slide right here to reduce the opacity of the black color. So you reduce that to your liking. In this case, I will leave it just like this. You can still see the background image that we have a little bit, and then I'll click on the check mark to save it. And now head over to Design tab, click on Spacing, and then here we want to add some padding in here. You can see that this is really small compared to what we have over here. So we're going to add some padding in here. So let's go ahead and give this maybe like 100 on the top and also 100 at bottom. So go ahead and click on the link button to add 100 here as well. So that's a little bit small. Let's make it 150 maybe. Okay, so I think this is good. That's 150, right? So we have 150 pixels here and 150 pixels here. Go ahead and click on the save button right here. And now the next thing we need to do is to add the title and also add the steps that we have right here. You can see that we have the shop page, we have the review page, and we also have the checkout page. So these are pretty much links. So if you click here, you can go back to the shop page. If you click here, you can go to the checkout page. And then the review page is currently the page that we're working on. You can see you finish your shopping. Now you're on the cart page, and then the next one is the checkout page. For example, if you go to the checkout page here, you can see that the icon becomes bigger, right? That means we're currently on the checkout page. And then if you go back here to the cart page, you can see that the icon becomes bigger, right? So let's go ahead and do something like that. So the first thing we need to do here is to add a row. So we're going to add a 1-column row. We select this one right here. And then inside the row, we're going to add a title. In this case, we're going to use a dynamic post title. So go ahead and select the post title right here. So basically what this is going to do is that it's going to pull the information from this page. It's going to use the title of the page. So in this case, we don't need to see the featured image and also the metadata for that page. So we're going to go here and disable this and also disable the featured image. So the only thing we need here is the post title, right? So we show the title, select the title, and then you can go ahead and customize the title. We can change the font from here. We change this to Poppins, and then the font weight, we can change that to maybe bold, and then we can center this to the middle. And then if you want to make this all capital letter, we can do that from here as well, and we can change the color as well. We change that to white, and then you can also increase the size from here as well. And that's pretty much it for the title. Let's go ahead and click on the save icon here. So the next thing we need to add here is to go ahead and add a divider. You can see here that we are using a divider to actually achieve this. So what we need to do now is to go ahead and add that divider. So we go in here and click on the black pencil icon again and search for divider. So we select the divider icon. You can see the divider right here. So let's go ahead and make the line a little bit thick. So the divider color, you can go ahead and choose whichever color that you want. You can see here that we have two colors, right? We have this color here and we have another color over here. So because we have two colors, you can't do that with one divider, right? Unless if you just want to have one color, then you might be able to do that with just one divider. So we're going to be using two dividers. I'm going to show you how you can achieve that. So let's go ahead and give this divider a color. Maybe we give it a white color for now. And then click on the sizing over here, and then the weight, maybe we want to change that to maybe 2 or maybe 3 for now, so we can see what we're working with. And then the width, we're going to change this to 50%. So because we want it to be half and half, so we change this one to 50%. So let's go ahead and click on the advanced tab right here, and then we're going to scroll down to position. And then from here, we want to change the position of this divider from relative to absolute. So now that we have it on absolute, you can see that it's very close to the title. So what you can do here is over here you can play around with the vertical offset, and we can also use these boxes here to move this to wherever we want it. If we want that to the right, we can move it to the right. If we want that to the left, we can move it to the left. So in this case, we want this to be right here on the left, and then we're going to use the vertical offset to move this a little bit down. So we're going to add maybe not too much, maybe 35 pixels in here. We add 35 pixels. I think that is good enough, or maybe 40. So whatever you want, you can put in here. Let's go ahead and click on this button right here to save. And then the next thing we need to do is to go ahead and duplicate this. So we make a duplicate of this, and then we open the second one that we just duplicated. We can just open any of them pretty much. And then let's go ahead and change the position for the second one so that we can see what we're working with. Let's go to the advanced tab, and then go to position again, and then change the position for the second one to the right side. So we change that to this one. Now you can see that we have two over here. You can't see it because they're exactly the same color. So let's go back here to design tab, and then let's click on the line and change this color to red like this. Now you can see that we have two different colors here. Obviously you can change this to whatever color that you want, but for now I'm just going to use red as an example, or maybe I can just use this color as an example. Now you can see we have two colors here, right? So let's go ahead and add these icons that we have right here. Let's click on the black icon again to add a module. From here, this time we're going to add a blob. So go ahead and type blob. So this is the one that we're going to need. So right now you can see that we have this image here, and that's not what we need. So let's go to this one. Maybe over here you can see that we have shop, and then we have cart page, and we also have the checkout page. So let's go back here and change the title. So this one, we want to make this one the middle one. So we type review in here. So we type review in here, and then we don't need any paragraph here. So let's go ahead and delete this. And then we have the review here. Let's go ahead and select it and change the color. So we can change the font to maybe bold, and then the color we can change that to white, and then the size, maybe we can make that all capital letter as well. And then the size, maybe we can change that to 20. So 20 pixels here. So that's what we have. And then maybe letter spacing, we can space that out a little bit like this. And then the text alignment, we can align that to the middle just like this. Now let's go back to content right here. So go to image and icon. So this one, we don't want to use an image, we want to use an icon. Instead, go ahead and select use an icon, and now go ahead and select the icon that you want to use. You can see over here we're using the cat icon, so you can use the same icon or you can use any other icon that you want. So let's go ahead and look for the cat icon here. So go ahead and search for that. So here is the options that we have for cat icon. So let me go ahead and select this one right here. So we have the icon. Let's go back to the design tab right here, and then we can click on image and icon. So this is where you can customize the icon. So the icon color is currently this color right now. So maybe we can give this a white color like this, and then maybe we scroll down here, the background, maybe we can use this background like this. And then the icon placement, we want that to be on top. If you put it on the left, it will look like this, and then the text will be right here. So we want that to be on the top, just like this, so that the text will be right under the icon. And then the icon width, we can reduce that to maybe something like this. I think maybe 45 or 50 is fine. And then the alignment, we leave that in the middle, that's fine. And then the rounded corners, you want to add 100% all round, so we type 100 here. So now you can see that's going to add 100% all round, so that way we can get like a circle background. And then let's go down here to padding, and then inside here we want to add maybe 25 pixels. We add 25 pixels on the top and also 25 pixels on the bottom, and then we add 25 pixels on the right and also on the left. So that's going to make a perfect circle like this. You can see what we have. So this is looking really nice, and you can also see that this divider is showing on top of this icon background, and we don't want that, right? So let's go here to the advanced tab. Let's go to position, and here we have the Z index. So with the Z index we can push this forward. What we can do here, maybe we can add like 10 or 15. Let's add 15. So by adding 15 pixels in here, right now you can see that we push this icon on top of every other thing on this page. So that way all these dividers will be behind the circle, right? So that's exactly what we want. So now that we achieved that, so since we're already here, let's go ahead and click on the position tab right here. So let's go ahead and select absolute position here. And with that absolute position selected, we want to make sure that this is in the middle. So now that we have that, the next thing we're going to do is to go back here to the design tab and then scroll down to spacing, and then maybe we can add a negative margin right here. I think this is perfect, maybe 60 minus 60. So I think that's looking good so far. So maybe we can add a little bit more space here. So let's go ahead and click on the wireframe mode so that we can see everything that we have here. So we have the post title, we have the divider. So let's select the first divider and then let's click on the wireframe mode again to see what we are working with. Now let's go to advanced tab and click on position, and then from here let's increase the vertical offset that we have here so that we can have enough space between the post title and the dividers that we have here. So I think 65 is perfect. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with the second divider. So click on the setting icon, click here again to see what we are working with, go to advanced tab, click on position, and then change this to 65. All right, so that's perfect. You can see. So now that we have the middle one like this, to grade this two is really easy. All we need to do is to duplicate this one. So let's go here and maybe we can duplicate this one twice like this. Now we have 3. Let's click on the second one. Let's click here to see what we're working with again. Let's go back to advanced tab. Let's go to position. And then now let's go ahead and change the position of this one to the left. So once we change that, from here we can change the horizontal offset. Maybe we can make this, let's slide this and see. I think we can make this maybe 540 pixels. So 540 pixels. So we do minus 540 pixels. So let's go ahead and change the vertical offset as well. Let's change this to maybe 116. So you can see that that's looking perfect, right? So what we need to do now is to go on mobile and make sure that everything is responsive as well. So we make sure that everything is responsive on mobile and also on tablet. So it's looking good already. So the next thing we need to do is to go and reduce the size of this one. You can see that it's exactly the same with the middle one, but we don't want that. We want it to look like this, a little bit smaller, and then exactly the same size with this one. So let's go back here and change that. Let's click on the icon right here, and then from here we have the icon width. So we want to reduce that a little bit. Maybe we change this to 15 pixels, and then let's go back to the advanced tab again, click on position. Now we want to make sure that everything is exactly in the middle. So let's go ahead and add more pixels in here. So the next thing we need to do here is to go on the horizontal offset and click on the mobile version right here to make sure that everything is looking good on tablet and also on mobile. So go ahead and hover your mouse over here and click on this responsive mode here, and then click on tablet option. Right now you can see that we can't see this because of the screen size, right? So we have to reduce the pixels that we have in here. Maybe we can add like maybe 26 pixels in here. So once we add that, you can see that we can see it right now. And then if we go to mobile phone is also going to be like 26 pixels. If we want to add more space in there, maybe we can do something like this. So we change that to 46 here on tablet and also change that to 26 on mobile phone. So that's looking good. Let's go back to the desktop tab here. So the last thing we need to do with this icon is to change the title, right? So maybe we change this one to shop. So we change this one to shop. It's going to look exactly like this. And then from here, what we can do is to go ahead and customize the last blob here, or we can just delete it and duplicate the second one that we just created, because the next one we are trying to create is exactly the same size. And then we click on the setting icon here, and then let's go back here to see what we are working with. Now that we have the setting icon here, what we can do is to go back here to the advanced tab, go to position, and now we want to change the position from left to right. We change that to right over here. Now you can see we have exactly what we are looking for, right? So we just created that, and that's very easy to do, right? And then you can go back here to content, and then from here we can change the text to checkout. But for this example, I'm just going to leave these ones like this, but you can play around with it and get the exact colors that you want. So for now, let's go ahead and add this section of the page. So you can see here that we have all these products on the cart. And then once you're scrolling on the page, you can see the cart totals right here will stick to the top. So it's going to stick until we get to this section of the page, and then it will start scrolling with the rest of the page. So let's go ahead and do that. So from here, the next thing we need to do here is to add a new section. So we're going to add the regular section, and then inside that section, this time we want to add a 2-column row, because here you can see that we have a bigger column here and then a smaller column over here. So let's go ahead and select a column that looks similar. So maybe we can go with this one right here, or maybe this one even, but let's go with this one for now. So let's scroll down all the way to the bottom and go to the Woo modules, and then from here let's go ahead and add the Woo cart products. And then let's go inside the second row. Let's go ahead and add the Woo cart totals. So here's the one that we want. We want to add the Woo cart totals. And now that we have that here, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to add all this background color right here. So let's go ahead and customize this. Let's click on that. Let's say if you want to customize this shoe icon here, you can click on the pencil icon right here, and then it will take you right there, and then you can make all the customization that you want to do. So for now, let's go ahead and change the color of the product title. So click on the pencil icon, it will take you right here. From here, you can change the font. We can change that to Poppins, and then we can change the font weight from here. I will leave that on regular for now. And then the color, we can change that to any color that we want. I will change this to red for the sake of the tutorial. And then the table is the table that we have right here. If I click on the table like this, and then the table background, we can give that table a background color like this. And then the text that we have inside the table, which is the table header right here, we can give it like a white color like this. So this is pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to spend a lot of time customizing this for you guys. You guys already know how to use Divi. If you don't know how to use Divi already, you can go ahead and check this video out. I explained everything in this video. So in this video, you learn how you can customize pretty much anything in Divi. So it's pretty much the same process. All you have to do is to click on what you want to customize, and then we get all this blue pencil icon here. So you can click on this one to customize this particular button. You can click on use a custom button, and then from here you can customize the button. You can change the text color to whatever you want. We change the text color like this, and then the background color, we can change that to red. If that's what you want, we change the text back to white, and then we can change the border width to 0. So it's the same process for pretty much everything, including the cart totals. You can do the same thing with the cart totals here and the buttons that we have here. So I'm not going to go in details on how you can do that. So for now, what I'm going to show you is how you can add all this box shadow here, and how you can also make the cart totals to stick to the top once you're scrolling on the page. So let's go ahead and do that. So to do that, go ahead and click on the row setting icon here. And then we're going to select the first column, and then go to the design tab, and then scroll down to the box shadow here. Let's go ahead and add a box shadow to this one. And then the box shadow, maybe we can add like a 30 pixels for the blur strength. And then maybe we can add like -10 pixels in here for the spread strength, something like this. And then let's go back here to borders. And then maybe we can add the rounded corners. Maybe we can add like maybe 15. So we add 15 pixels all around, something like this. Okay, so that's not looking bad. So let's go back to columns here. Let's select the second column, and then let's do the same thing with the second column. Let's go ahead and give this second column a background color. Maybe we give it a white background color, and then we go to design tab and add a box shadow. So this one we need to add some spacing in here. So let's go ahead and click on the spacing tab over here. Maybe we can add 25 pixels here on the right, and also 25 pixels on the left. And maybe we can also add on the top as well. We add 25 pixels and also add 25 pixels at the bottom as well. So that's not looking too bad, right? And then maybe we can add rounded corners as well. Let's add 15 pixels all around. And then the box shadow, you can play around with it to whatever you want. I can change this one to 30, and then maybe change this one to -10 as well. And now what we need to do is to click on the back arrow right here to go back here to the row settings, and then let's go to design tab and click on sizing. And then from here we want to change the border width. You can see the amount of space we have in between here. We want to change that to custom border width. Maybe we can add 2 pixels in here, so that will look exactly like this. And that's looking a lot better. And then if you go back over here, you can see that we have this row overlapping with the first section. So to do that, we go back here. So since we're still inside the row setting, we can go to the spacing tab, and then from here we can add a negative margin here. Maybe we can add like -100. So that was close. Maybe we can add -150. So that's looking good. You can see this one right here, we can see through because we don't have any background color here. So what we can do is go back here, click on the first column, and then we go to the background type here and give it a background color. We can give it a white background color. Now you can see we have a little bit of problem here because we don't have enough space in here. So what we can do is go back here and add some spacing in there. We can go to the design tab, go to the spacing tab, And then over here we can unlink this. Maybe at the bottom we can add more space in here at the bottom like this. So this is just an example. Obviously play around with it until you get it exactly how you want it. So now that we have this here, the next thing we need to do is to go ahead and try and make this sticky. So let's go back here to the row setting and then go to the second column. From here let's go to the advanced tab and then let's go to the scroll effects. And then from the sticky position option, we want to change this to stick to the top. And then maybe we can add a sticky offset. Maybe we can add like 10 pixels. And then the next thing we're going to change is the bottom sticky limit. So let's go ahead and change this to the row. So we're going to change this to this row. So this row that we're working on. So once they stick to the page and then scroll to this section of the row and then it will start scrolling with the rest of the page. So now let's go ahead and click on the save button right here to see our results so far. So click on the save changes here as well. Now let's go ahead and refresh the cart page. So now you can see our cart page, right? So this is looking really nice already. You can see that we have the sticky cart totals right here. If we scroll up, you can see that this section will stick to the top, right? So that's exactly how we achieve this, and you can see that this is looking really nice already. So the next thing you need to do is right here you can see that this is not a button, right? So it can't really take you to anywhere. So let's say for example we want this button to take us to the checkout page. What we need to do is to go here and copy the link for the checkout page. We copy this link. So now let's go back to the theme builder and go back to the template that we're creating. So from here, let's go ahead and click on the wireframe view so that we can see what we're working with. Let's click on the last blob. That's where we want to add the link. So once we're here, we can scroll down here to link, and then the module link, we can go in here and paste the link. So go ahead and click on the save button right here to save that. Now if we go back here and refresh the page, so once we refresh the page and click on this button, you can see that this button is now a link. You can do the same thing with this one, do the same thing with this one as well. But for now, let's click on this one right here, and this is going to go ahead and take us to the checkout page, right? So that's pretty much how you can create a custom cart page for your Divi shop page. Just like every other Divi page, you can add any Divi module that you want on the page. So that's how we created this section right here. If you want to create something like that, you can go ahead and create that. I'm not going to be showing you that in this tutorial. We also have this template for you. You can go ahead and download it and use the template. I will show you how to download the template. You can go ahead and use the template. You don't have to create this yourself. I know for some people this might be a little bit difficult or maybe a little bit technical for you guys to create. That's why we created the template for you guys already. You can go ahead and download the template for free, and then you can use it for your cart page. We also have the shop page included and also the checkout page included as well. So you can go ahead and check that out. So to get the template, all you have to do is to go to this website, shop.wplifestyle.com/freebies. So go to this website. I'll leave the link in the description box below. So once you're here, you can see the WooCommerce Divi Team Builder Templates 2022. Go ahead and click on click me to download, and then go ahead and put your name and email address. Click on this button to submit. So once you submit that, you're going to receive an email. Go ahead and check the email address that you entered here. And then on that email, you're going to see a link. Just click on the link and then the template will automatically start downloading. It's going to say Divi WooCommerce Team Builder Templates 2022. So once you unzip the folder, you're going to see these JSON files right here. Go ahead and grab the Divi Cart page. So this is the Divi Cart page 22. Go ahead and grab that. So this is the template that we have right here. Let me go ahead and close that. So to use the cart page, all you have to do is to come back here inside the team builder. Go ahead and click on this portability icon right here, and then click on import. And then from here, make sure you uncheck this so that this will not override whatever you have inside your team builder already. And then go ahead and grab the cart page 22 JSON file and then drop it right here like this. And then go ahead and click on import Divi Team Builder Templates. And now you can see the template that we just imported. You can see that it will say cart page number 2. You can go ahead and change the name. Maybe for example, I'll change this to sample cart page. And also you don't have to change the name, but I like to rename my template. That way I can stay organized and know exactly what the template is for. So now that we have this in here, we can go ahead and click on save changes. So just to show you that this template actually works, let's go ahead and click on the custom body right here. Let's go ahead and customize it. This is exactly how you can customize the template, right? So once you're in here, just like the example that we did before, you can go ahead and customize anything that you want here. You can go ahead and change the colors. You can click on the setting icon right here, click on the pencil icon to customize anything that you want to customize. But for now, we're not going to be doing that. Let's go down here and just change the background color right here. So let's go ahead and change the background color for this row right here. Let's change this to yellow. We'll change it to this color right here. Let's go ahead and click on save changes. The reason why I'm changing the color is that once we refresh the page, so that you guys can see that this template actually works, so that you guys can see the template that we're working on, right? So because I know it might be a little bit confusing because we have like a lot of templates going on. So right now you can see the cart page that we have, the one that we just created together, right? So let's go ahead and click on save changes here. So once we save changes here, remember this cart page is not assigned to anything. So let's go ahead and click on the setting icon here and then scroll down here and assign this to the cart page. So it's going to tell you that this is already assigned to a template. Don't worry about that. Go ahead and click on save changes. So once you save changes, it's now going to go and assign the cart page to this particular template. Let's go back here and click on save changes again. And now let's go back here and refresh the page. Awesome. Now you can see once we refresh the page, you can see the cart page that we just imported, and this is looking really nice, guys. So this is exactly how you can create a custom cart page for your Divi website. So if you like the video and the video was helpful one way or the other, you already know what to do. Go ahead and smash the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and do that and click on the post notification icon so you get notified whenever I upload a video like this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.